So anyway, guys, I was talking to my dad earlier about moving, and evidently he thought it was a bad idea. Well, anyway, he told me that 50% of this house is mine. And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yes, 50% of this house is yours." And he started to talk about a will. Now, most likely, if something was to happen to my stepmother, 100% of this house goes to my dad. If anything happened to my dad, the 100% would go directly to my stepmother. If anything happened to them both, 50% goes to me and my brother, and the other half goes to my stepbrother and her family and stuff. And so, anyway, that's what my dad told me. But anyway, Duncan came by and he was like, I do feel concerned that, your dad is trying to keep you safe. Yeah. I mean, from spending half the money that I have made, and most likely a $400 plus another $400 is a $800 lease. And most likely, if he was to go off into the military, I would be the only income in the apartment. I mean, think about it, guys. One income is not enough to cover a house payment. You need two incomes to cover a house payment. And most likely, that's what you need, is two incomes. You guys probably want to know what a will is. It is a legal document by which a person, the testator, expenses his or her wishes as to how his or her property is to be distributed after death, and names one or more persons, the executor, to manage the real estate until its final distribution. Anyway, guys, like my dad said, he's given me 50% of this house with my brother, and also the other 50% is with my stepbrother and the rest of the family. I mean, the rest of the kids that still live here. And most likely, that would be a good place if something bad was to happen to Duncan, I could always come back here and have a place here to live if anything bad was to happen, and so and so. Now, I know it sounds really scary, but I have always imaged living in the apartment and having to face one income, and I know I don't want to do that. That's why my dad is afraid for me. He's afraid that something bad could happen, and he doesn't want to see me go out there and having to face all the rent, all the charges, everything. He has guaranteed that 50% of this house is mine, along with my brother. And that's what he has said. But, I don't know, guys. I think about staying or I think about going. It's my choice what I want to do. And most likely, it is a choice that I have to make. And I know my dad wants me to stay, but Duncan has told me today, you're not experiencing life if you stay in your parents' house. And that's what he told me. And most likely, he's right. And you're a grown man, you got to experience life. You got to go out into the real world and experience what it is, because you get a house, you're going to have a really good time. But remember what I said, a house takes two incomes for it to pay off. And most likely throughout the years, when you pay off a house, you get closer and closer and closer to paying it off. And finally, when that day comes, you say to yourself, thank God I paid for this house. It is completed. It is done. All I gotta do is to pay the insurance on it. And most likely, you know, that's what everybody would say when they get their house paid off and everything else. Now, what does this mean for Duncan? It means that, like I said, he would have a single income when getting into an apartment, but I'm trying my best to help him out, and so he won't be alone, and most likely for him to have all that weight on his shoulders. I can't see nothing like that ever happening. But anyway, there is a good chance that I could be leaving pretty soon. And most likely to help him and me and stuff. And I know my dad is watching out for me because, I'm going to have a talk with him later and I'm going to tell him what Duncan said. And most likely it's a conversation that's included me and him. And most likely I know it's something that I need to discuss with him because Duncan may or may not get into the military. I really don't know, but he's telling me that June 1st is the day that he will find out the answers. If he is qualified or disqualified for the military. I mean, we don't know what's happening as of yet. The military is taking a lot of time to process paperwork, and most likely, I just don't have all the answers right now, guys. I mean, being honest with you completely, he's going through a lot of trials and tribulations, and he's asking for my help, and that's what he wants me to do for him. And if he does not get in, then I'll consider packing my stuff up and leaving. And, because, like I said, with one income, it's not going to be enough. You need two incomes. And that is for a house or apartment to get paid off in due time. And anyway, now tomorrow on the vlog series, me and Duncan are going window shopping. And you guys may know what that is. It means me and him are going to look at apartments tomorrow. I mean, if I could get a full-time position at my job where I could get 40 hours a week, I can make enough money to pay my income, and he'll have enough money to pay for his income. We collide those incomes together. Heck, we could have that thing paid off in no time. It takes years. Yeah, I get it. But, it's going to be really good if I can help him and he can help me, and we both can grow as best friends. And most likely, it's something that I think I'm going to have to do. Because I don't want to see him out there alone. Because he don't deserve to be alone. But anyway, we're going to go apartment hunting tomorrow. And that's going to be really fun. I will be shooting the vlog tomorrow, and I'll be getting it uploaded tomorrow evening sometime. I don't know when, but you guys will find out when the video is new and it's in the vlog series and you guys see it. But anyway, like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with the military, with moving out, and also a lot of things. But anyway, keep you guys posted. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog for the day, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Be safe, make some wise choices, and always remember to keep it rockin'. We'll see you laters. Goodbye.